this lab, we are going to discuss about the analyze network performance. So how can I analyze? First, I am going to log in on this machine. And here this is the Windows machine. So what I will do check the performance of the network, and also we will check by using the Wireshark, and also we will do some traffic analysis over the router. Okay, so how we can do it? First, I am going to check the IP address of this machine. So I am going to open the PowerShell. So ipconfig command is used for checking the IP address, and IP address is 10.1.16.1. Okay. So first I am going to create a directory inside the C. So how can I create the directory? mkdir command is used to creating the directory. So first I am going to create a directory, big files, which will we will use to storing the data. Okay. So now I am going to share this file by using the net share command, and the share name is a big files, and the location is a C. Inside C, the location is a big files. Okay, big files, and permission grant the permission everyone and full permission. Okay, so these are the permissions which I have provided. Grant permission full. Here it is. Net share space big files is equal to C, and big files, and grant everyone full. No need to space. So permission has been set. I have shared this directory. Okay. So I am going to do the NTFS permission as well for this particular directory. So ICACLS, and the directory name is C. Inside C there is a big files, and big files having the permission grant and everyone. Is it full permission? Yeah, full. Done. Now I am going to check this. Everything is fine. So I am going to run the performance. So for the monitoring, you can use the performance monitor. This is the utility in a Windows which is used for the performance monitoring. So once you will hit enter, this will be open. So here is a different things are there. One is a data collector set, and inside the data collector set you can check the user defined. In a user defined, there is a one server managed performance monitor is there, but I am going to add the new. When I will click the new and data collector set, here I need to create a manually give the name. So I am giving the name here is the network and performance. Okay, this is used for the checking for the performance. Any type of the performance you can check. So click here the create manually and then next, and here is a performance counter. I need to create a counter to make it. Next this one, then I need to add the counters here. So there is a different counters are available, which I need to add network adapter categories. So first I am need to network adapter. Inside the network adapter category, there is a two things. One is a so you can do the same practical on your machine. One is a byte total per second and another is a current bandwidth. I need to add the both. This has been added, you can see here. Okay, another is a TCP IP performance. So I need to go TCP IP performance. So here is a TCP IP performance diagnostic category. Inside this category, I will found the TCP check error. So first I am going to add the TCP checksum error. Okay, this one. Another is a TCP timeout. So I will find the TCP timeout. Why I am adding this? Because these are required. These are checked at the time of the transferring. Like checksum error we have discussed already, TCP timeout, bandwidth, and how many data has been transferred, all these things. Then also I am going to go the TCP/V4 category. Inside this category I will do the active connection active here and add. So I have added all these things which I am going to monitor. If you want to monitor anything, you can select and then add and monitor. So okay, right now, and I am going to finish this one. So once you will finish this, the network performance is there and all the collector set inside it. Okay, so what I need to do, I am going to save this as inside a template. If I want to save this, right click here, this one, right click and save as a template. So why I am saving as a template? I am saving this as a template because later we can use same template for the performance. Okay, so net-perf.xml. Okay, on the desktop I have saved this file on the desktop. So okay, so now is configure the source. So I am moving on the PC10 because as you already know, the two computer need to be communicate, because until two computer will not communicate, how you can identify the data or bandwidth speed and how data has been transferred, how much data. So there is another computer, it is the PC10. So I am logging on the PC10 and open the PowerShell again inside this machine also. Check for the IP address is 10.1.24.101. Okay, this is the IP address. So I am going to make a directory, mkdir command. Now inside this I am going to create a directory, name is a projects. Okay, created, go inside this directory. Projects. Okay, so now I am going to create a file, big file. So fsutil can use file system utility. fsutil means file system utility, and the file name, create new and test1. file has been created. Okay, forget to provide the name. That is the reason the file has not been created. Now created. So the file has been created. Let me check. So now what I need to do, I need to access the remote LAN. This is the actually router LAN. So on the router, I am login with the username and the password, and I am running on the, because I need to monitor this interface also, ETH1. ETH1 is connected with the PC10 network. Okay, so it is necessary to monitor this data or this network. So I can use the iftop command in the switch, iftop command and -i ETH1. So this will start to doing some capturing the data. So you can see the one IP address is 10.1.24.101, sending data to 10.1.16.1. Okay, so I will leave it to running. Okay, so now I am moving on my DC10 machine, and here I will do the run the Wireshark. Here I am going to run the Wireshark, and by using the Wireshark I will start to capturing the data. All of you know how to capture the data by using the Wireshark. So Ethernet interface and start the capturing. Now it is started to capture the data. Okay, another things I need to do the network performance start. So when I will start now, so it will start to monitor the network which data collector we have collected sometime before. Okay, so now what I need to do, I am going to back on the PC10 machine, and on the PC10 machine I already said we have created this big file, and now I am going to transfer this file to the DC10. So how will I transfer? I can transfer by using the robo copy, and what I want to copy, I want to copy the project, and where I want to copy, on the DC10. This is the host name. Either I can use the whatever I want, big files is there, we have shared some time before, and now hit enter. So all the things has been done, all the data has been transferred. So this was the speed to transfer the data. Okay, the file has been transferred. Now I am switching the RLAN, stop the performance monitor, and then right click and latest report. When I will click on the latest report, so you can see this is the basic transferring the data, and here the different size and pick has been used to transferring the data. And on this stage you can identify average, minimum, maximum, and sample and data point, and the location from where to where data has been transferred. Okay, on which interface the data has been received. Okay, because the file has been shared from the PC10 to DC10. So this is the DC10. So DC10 received all the type of the data. Okay, so also you can monitor in a Wireshark. So inside the, if you want to store somewhere, save the file, so you can do it. But here you can go in a statistic. There is a IPv4 statistic is here, which you can check for the all addresses. And here you will find 10.124.101, and there is a 40. So there is a transmit rate and the burst rate, all the things are there, and the information is there. Okay, if you want to save this result, you can save this. Otherwise, you can close this. Another is inside the static, we can click on the endpoints. So inside the endpoint in a IPv4, you can check the 10.116.1 has a transmitted bytes. Transmitted packet is a 23. Okay, and 24 byte has been transmitted. The packet is a 236 and total size is a 1147. Here is a total bytes, total packets, and total received packet. So like this is transferred the 203 packet and it received the 201 packet. There is a some 3 packets are missing, 2 packets are missing. So possibilities they have sent it the again it back. Okay, so all this information you will get.